traveler, to the realm where reality dances with magic and dreams hold sway over destiny. Tonight, as the world slips into the comforting embrace of night, let us journey together into the enchanting tale of Eclipse of Worlds. In a land where the celestial tapestry foretells a prophecy of profound significance, Prince Solon and Princess Luna stand as beacons of hope amid impending darkness. Assemble on the eclipse fields, where the puzzle box reveals a quest of courage and unity, a quest to gather the astral keys and prevent catastrophe. Join us as Solon, Luna, and their companions journey through lands of mystery and peril, their bond forged in the crucible of destiny. Close your eyes, dear traveler, and let the melody of my voice guide you into a realm where imagination knows no bounds. Chapter 1. The Celestial Alignment. In the realm where the tapestry of reality was woven with threads of magic, the night sky held more than just the glow of stars and the shimmer of the moon. It was a canvas where the future could be glimpsed. And on one such night, the canvas revealed a prophecy of monumental significance. The royal astronomers of both the day and night realms, whose vision pierced through the veils of time, beheld an omen, a solar eclipse of unparalleled power, destined to bring their worlds to the brink of collision. This prophecy was inscribed on the ancient walls of the crystal archives, accessible only to those of royal blood. It spoke of a time when the sun and moon would align, not in harmony, but in a battle for supremacy, threatening to merge the realms of day and night into a chaotic twilight. The only salvation, the prophecy foretold, lay in solving an enigmatic puzzle, an artifact of old, imbued with magic, strong enough to tame the celestial forces and avert the impending cataclysm. Word of the prophecy spread like wildfire, crossing the luminous bridges that connected the realms, igniting whispers of fear and wonder. It was a call to action, a summoning of heroes from tales yet unwritten. And it was this call that brought together the unlikely champions of our story as the prophecy's shadow began to stretch across the lands of day and night. A call was sent out to every corner of the realms. It beckoned the noblest of hearts and the bravest of spirits to a gathering that would decide the fate of all. Among the summit were Prince Solon, heir to the throne of the sun, and Princess Luna, the moon's chosen guardian. Each was a beacon of their realm's essence, Solon with his radiant courage, and Luna with her serene wisdom. The gathering took place on the eclipse fields, a neutral territory where the light of day danced with the shadows of night in perpetual twilight. Here, the air hummed with magic, the ground was sacred, blessed by ancient rites to be a place of parley and pact. As the assembly commenced, a hush fell over the gathered throng. Royals from every province and district, each adorned in their realm's finest, formed a circle around the ancient crystal dais, a relic that predates the memory of time, standing at the heart of the fields. It was on this dais that the puzzle box was to be revealed, a testament to the urgency of their cause. Prince Solon stepped forward, his cloak catching the sun's rays, casting golden light around him. He spoke of unity and the need for bravery, his voice echoing with the power of daylight. Princess Luna followed, her gown shimmering with the ethereal glow of the moon. Her words wove through the crowd like a gentle night breeze, speaking of wisdom, patience, and the strength found in tranquility. It was a moment of awe, witnessing these embodiments of day and night stand together, not as rivals, but as allies bound by a common cause. Their speech laid the foundation of an alliance, a union of realms once thought impossible. The elders, keepers of the ancient lore, then presented the puzzle box, carved from the heartwood of the first tree, to witness the dawn of the sun and the birth of the moon. It pulsed with a light of its own. It was said that the box could only be opened by the combined will of day and night, a task that now fell to Solon and Luna. As the ceremony concluded, the air crackled with the promise of adventure and the peril of the unknown. The gathering dispersed, leaving Solon and Luna at the dais, their resolve set like the celestial bodies they represented. They turned to face each other, not just as prince and princess, but as the chosen ones who would lead the quest to save their worlds. Under the watchful eyes of the setting sun and rising moon, Prince Solon and Princess Luna stood before the enigmatic puzzle box, its surfaces aglow with a light that seemed to breathe in rhythm with the world itself. The assembly of royals might have dispersed, but the air remained thick with anticipation, as if the very fabric of reality waited on the verge of a sigh. Solon extended a hand, his fingers brushing against the box's intricate carvings, feeling the pulse of ancient magic beneath his touch as Luna joined him, her touch eliciting a soft, harmonious chime from the box, a sound that stirred the soul. It was a moment of unity, a testament to the prophecy that only together could they unveil the secrets held within. The box, as if recognizing its rightful custodians, reacted. Its surface shimmered, revealing the first of its secrets, a series of intricate symbols that danced and shifted before their eyes. These were not mere decorations, but the language of the ancients, a guide to the seekers brave enough to follow the path laid out before them. Solon and Luna, each a scholar in their own right, began to decipher the symbols, their efforts guided by the wisdom passed down through generations of royalty. The symbols spoke of balance, of the harmonious interplay between day and night, light and darkness, and the necessity of their unity to maintain the order of the cosmos. The first clue revealed itself as a map, not of lands, but of the sky. It depicted the celestial alignment at the moment of the eclipse, pointing to a location where the first key to unlocking the box's mysteries could be found. The map did not specify a place, but a moment in time, a point of convergence in the dance of celestial bodies. With this revelation, Solon and Luna understood the journey ahead would be one of both time and space. They would need to follow the celestial map, guided by the stars and the moon, to gather the pieces necessary to complete the puzzle. As the realization dawned upon them, the puzzle box closed, its light dimming to a soft glow, as if to signify the end of the beginning. Their quest was laid out before them, a path shrouded in mystery, illuminated by the flickering light of the stars and the steady glow of the moon. With the celestial map as their guide and the mysterious puzzle box now a silent companion, Prince Solon and Princess Luna embarked upon the first leg of their quest. Their destination was the ruins of an ancient observatory, a place whispered in legend to be where the heavens touched the earth, and where the tale of the first eclipse was etched in stone and spirit. The journey was not without its trials. The land that lay between the eclipse fields and the observatory was known as the Veil of Mists, a land where the fabric of reality thinned and the barriers between the realms of day and night blurred. It was said that time itself flowed differently within the veil, with days lasting mere moments and nights stretching into eternity. Guided by the stars and the gentle glow of the moon, Solon and Luna navigated the veil, their bond strengthened with each step taken in unison. They shared stories of their realms, finding in each other's tales the reflections of their own fears, hopes, and dreams. It was within these shared moments that the foundation of their alliance was forged, not just in the necessity of their quest, but in the genuine respect and understanding that grew between them. Upon reaching the observatory, they found it to be a place of stark beauty, its ancient stones holding the warmth of the sun and the coolness of the moon. The tale of the first eclipse awaited them, not as mere words, but as a celestial ballet depicted in the alignment of the observatory's arches and the play of light and shadow across its grounds. The story told of a time long past when the realms of day and night were not separate, but one. A time before the first eclipse drew a veil between them. It spoke of unity and the inherent balance within the cosmos. A balance that was disrupted, leading to the division of the realms. But it also foretold a time of reunion when the heirs of the sun and moon would come together to mend what had been torn asunder. This ancient tale held the key to the next step in their journey. The realization that the puzzle box was not merely a lock to be opened, but a symbol of the balance they sought to restore. The map, with its celestial alignment, pointed not to a location, but to a moment of unity between the realms. A moment that Solon and Luna, together, could bring into being. With this new understanding, they looked to the stars, now aligned as the map had shown. A beam of light, a blend of day's gold and night's silver, illuminated a path leading away from the observatory towards the location of the first astral key. In the wake of the revelation at the ancient observatory, Prince Solon and Princess Luna, now bound by a shared destiny, turned their gaze towards the formation of their alliance. They understood that the path ahead required not just their combined strengths, but the aid of those whose abilities surpassed the ordinary, whose spirits were kindled by the same fire of unity that now burned within them. Their first companion was found in the Whispering Plains, a mage known as Calum. Calum was a master of the winds, a scholar of the skies, whose knowledge of the ancient languages allowed him to converse with the spirits of air. With his ability to interpret the whispers of the past, he was invaluable in navigating the realms and uncovering the secrets that lay hidden beneath layers of time and earth. Next, they sought out Aegis, a knight whose name was a byword for bravery across the lands of day. Aegis, with his indomitable spirit and sword that shone like the sun itself, had long sought a cause worthy of his blade. In Solon and Luna's quest, he found not just a cause, but a calling, a chance to fight for a harmony that transcended the boundaries of day and night. Lastly, their circle was completed by Selene, a scholar from the night realm, whose life was dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. Her wisdom, drawn from the ancient texts and the moon's quiet counsel, illuminated paths that would otherwise have remained shrouded in shadow. Her understanding of the celestial forces and the lore of the realms made her an indispensable guide. Together, they stood at the edge of the veil of mists, the threshold of their journey for the astral keys. Solon and Luna shared with their new companions the prophecy, the puzzle box, and the insights gained from the tale of the first eclipse. With each word, the significance of their quest deepened, binding them together not just as allies, but as bearers of a legacy that stretched back to the dawn of time. As the alliance set forth, each step was a testament to their unity, a fusion of day's light and night's grace, of wind's whisper and earth's steadiness. Their journey was not just a quest for the astral keys, but a pilgrimage towards a future where the realms of day and night could exist in harmony, as they once had in the tales of old. The path they followed was lit by the beam of celestial light, a guide that led them through the realms, across landscapes that seemed to breathe with anticipation of the coming eclipse. Each challenge they faced, each obstacle they overcame, was a step towards their goal and a stitch in the fabric of the bond that united them. With the dawn breaking over the horizon and the moon still high in the pre-morning sky, Solon, Luna, and their newfound companions set out from the veil of mists, their hearts set on the quest for the astral keys. The path laid out by the celestial beam was their guide, leading them into territories unknown and realms whispered about in ancient fables. Their first destination was the Forest of Echoes, a place where reality seemed to fold upon itself, and every sound returned with a story from the past. It was here that the first astral key was said to be hidden, guarded by the spirit of the forest, a being as old as the tale of the first eclipse. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the trees began to whisper tales of old, their leaves rustling with the voices of ages past. Caleb, with his mastery over the winds, listened closely, interpreting the stories carried by the breeze. It was through these whispers that they learned the true nature of their first trial. To retrieve the astral key, they must each face a reflection of their deepest fears and doubts. For Solon, it was the fear of failure, of not being the leader his realm needed him to be. For Luna, it was the doubt that her pursuit of peace might lead her people into peril. Caleb faced the fear of the unknown, the uncertainty of the path they had taken. Aegis confronted his dread of unworthiness, the question of whether his strength was enough to protect those he had sworn to defend. And for Selene, it was the fear of obscurity, the possibility that her pursuit of knowledge would lead to her being forgotten by history. One by one, they stepped forward, entering a clearing where the moonlight and sunlight interwove, casting a radiant glow upon the heart of the forest. There, the spirit of the forest appeared before them, a creature of both light and shadow, embodying the unity of day and night. It spoke not with words, but with visions, showing each of them the outcome of their fears and offering a choice: to face them with courage, or to turn away and let those fears dictate their path. Together, they chose to stand, drawing strength from one another and from the bonds they had forged. As they faced their fears, the spirit nodded, a gesture of respect and acknowledgement. The clearing lit up with a brilliant light, revealing the first astral key, suspended in the air, waiting for hands brave enough to grasp it. Solon stepped forward, his hand guided by Luna's, and together they took the key. It was a symbol of their journey, a testament to the trials they had faced and those to come. The spirit of the forest faded into the light, leaving them with a parting whisper, a reminder that the balance they sought was not just between day and night, but within themselves. With the first astral key in their possession, the Alliance felt a renewed sense of purpose. They had faced their fears and emerged stronger, more united than before. The path ahead would be fraught with challenges, but they now knew that together they could overcome anything. As they left the forest of echoes, the sun rose higher and the moon set, marking the beginning of a new day and the next leg of their quest. The journey for the remaining astral keys would take them to the depths of the oceans and the heights of the skies, to places beyond the boundaries of their realms. But for now, they walked forward, guided by the light of the key and the bond that united them. With the formation of their alliance and the acquisition of the first astral key, Solon, Luna, and their companions have taken the first step in a journey that will test them in ways they cannot yet imagine. The quest for the astral keys continues, each key a step closer to preventing the collision of their worlds, and a testament to the power of unity in the face of adversity. As we close this chapter, the Alliance moves forward with determination, their eyes set on the horizon and their hearts beating as one. The path ahead is unknown, but one thing is certain: their journey will be one of legend, remembered for ages to come as a tale of courage, friendship, and the quest for harmony between the light of day and the shadow of night. Chapter 2: Journey Through the Eclipse. As the time of the eclipse drew near, the air itself seemed to thicken, charged with anticipation and the silent whispers of fate. Solon, Luna, and their valiant companions had journeyed far, their path lit by the glow of the first astral key. It had guided them to an ancient site, hidden deep within the heart of the realms, where the veil between worlds was thinnest. Here, amidst ancient stones inscribed with runes of power, the air shimmered and a portal opened, a gateway of swirling shadows and flickering light, marking the entrance to a realm unseen by mortal eyes. The portal of shadows, as it was known in the legends, awaited them, a threshold into the heart of the eclipse itself. With a resolve forged in the trials of their quest, the Alliance stepped forward into the portal. The world beyond was a realm of twilight, where the boundaries between day and night blurred into a perpetual dusk. Here, the laws of time and space held little sway, and the landscape shifted with the thoughts and fears of those who traversed its paths. The realm of shadows was a test, a trial designed to measure the bravery and resolve of those who dared to enter. The shadows whispered doubts, casting illusions to sway the hearts of the unwavering, to challenge the convictions of those who sought to navigate its depths. Solon, bearing the light of the sun within his heart, illuminated their path, his courage unwavering, even as the shadows sought to engulf them. Luna, with her serene wisdom, guided them through the twists and turns of the realm, her connection to the moon, a beacon in the darkness. As they ventured deeper, the trials intensified. Phantom beasts, born of shadow and malice, rose to challenge them, their forms shifting and changing like the nightmares of a restless sleep. Aegis, with his sword of sunlight, stood fast against these creatures, his blade cleaving through the darkness with each swing. Calem's magic wove protections around them, his spells scattering the shadows and revealing the truth hidden beneath their deceits. But it was not just the external threats that tested them. The realm of shadows mirrored the fears and doubts within their own hearts, forcing them to confront the uncertainties that lay buried beneath the surface. Each member of the Alliance faced their own personal trial, a reflection of the struggles they had overcome and those that still lay ahead. For Solon, it was the fear of leading his companions to ruin, of being the flame that burned too brightly, consuming those he sought to protect. For Luna, it was the doubt that her quest for peace would ultimately lead to the destruction of the very balance she wished to preserve. Together, they supported one another, their bonds of friendship and trust shining as a light against the darkness. With each step, they overcame the trials set before them, their resolve hardening, their spirits undaunted by the shadows that sought to ensnare them. At the heart of the realm, they found what they had been seeking, a glimmer of light in the darkness, the next clue on their journey through the eclipse. It was a symbol, an emblem of unity that mirrored the bond they had forged amongst themselves, a reminder that in the balance between light and darkness, there was strength to be found. With the emblem in hand, the realm of shadows began to recede, the portal reappearing to guide them back to their world. They stepped through, leaving the twilight realm behind, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge that together they could face any darkness and emerge into the light. As they returned to the realms of day and night, the eclipse began in earnest, a celestial dance of sun and moon that heralded the next phase of their journey. With the trials of the portal of shadows behind them, they looked to the horizon where new challenges awaited, their hearts ready for the journey ahead, their resolve unbroken. With the emblem of unity in their possession and the shadows of the portal realm behind them, Solon, Luna, and their companions stood before the entrance to the labyrinth of light and darkness. It was said to be a place where the boundaries between day and night were not fixed, but flowed and shifted like the tides, a reflection of the eternal dance between the sun and the moon. The labyrinth was no ordinary maze. Its walls were made of a substance that seemed to absorb the light, only to reflect it back in patterns that shifted and changed. The path before them was a tapestry of light and shadow, weaving together in an intricate dance that mirrored the very essence of their quest. As they stepped into the labyrinth, the air around them shimmered, and the environment changed. Day and night no longer followed the rhythm of the outside world, but merged and parted in unpredictable patterns. Sunbeams pierced the darkness in shafts of golden light, while shadows crept and curled around them, alive with a magic of their own. Their first challenge came not from a creature of darkness or light, but from the labyrinth itself, a puzzle that required them to manipulate the very essence of light and shadow to proceed. Luna, with her connection to the night, and Solon, with his affinity for the day, worked together, bending the light and darkness to reveal the hidden path forward. It was a testament to their growing understanding of the balance they sought to protect, a balance that was not about domination, but about harmony and coexistence. Further into the labyrinth, they encountered creatures born of this unique realm, beings of twilight, neither fully of the day nor completely of the night. These mystical beings posed riddles that tested not only their intellect, but their understanding of the interplay between light and darkness. Each riddle solved brought them deeper into the maze, closer to its heart and the secrets it held. One such creature, a sphinx-like being of shifting shades, challenged them with a riddle that spoke to the essence of their journey. What is born of both night and day, yet belongs to neither, standing as a guardian of the threshold in between. The answer, as Luna realized, was twilight itself, their current realm, a place of balance and transition, a reminder of what they sought to achieve. As they moved deeper, the challenges became more complex, requiring not just Solon and Luna, but all members of the Alliance to contribute their unique strengths and perspectives. Aegis's unwavering courage, Calem's mastery of the elements, and Selene's profound knowledge all played crucial roles in navigating the Labyrinth's trials. It was in the heart of the Labyrinth that they faced their greatest challenge yet. A mirror room where the reflections cast were not of their physical forms, but of their deepest selves. Here, they confronted the parts of themselves that doubted, feared, and despaired. It was a trial of self, demanding they acknowledge and accept these shadows as part of their being. Emerging from the mirror room, they found themselves at the center of the labyrinth, where light and darkness met in perfect balance, casting a serene glow over a tranquil garden. Here, in the heart of complexity and challenge, lay a place of peace, a reminder that at the center of all struggles, there was a point of calm, a balance that could be achieved. Within the garden stood an obelisk of crystal, pulsing with a gentle light. Approaching it, they found the next astral key, bathed in the combined light of sun and moon. This key, they realized, was not just a tool to prevent the merging of their realms, but a symbol of the balance they had learned to navigate and respect. With the second astral key in hand, the labyrinth's walls lowered, revealing the path forward. They had faced the challenges of light and darkness, and emerged with a deeper understanding of the delicate equilibrium between the two. As they stepped out of the labyrinth, the eclipse continued its celestial dance overhead, reminding them of the urgency of their quest and the fragile balance their worlds depended upon. Having emerged from the labyrinth of light and darkness, the Alliance, led by Solon and Luna, found themselves not only physically closer to their goal, but also emotionally and spiritually intertwined. The labyrinth had been a crucible, testing their resolve and deepening their understanding of the balance between day and night. But more than that, it had served as a catalyst for Solon and Luna, drawing them closer, weaving the threads of their destinies together into a tapestry of shared purpose. As they continued their journey through the eclipse, the trials they faced grew increasingly personal. Challenges that delved deep into the realms of heart and mind. The celestial dance above served as a mirror to their inner struggles, reflecting the tumultuous emotions emotions and thoughts that coursed through them. One trial brought them to the edge of the sea of reflections, a vast expanse of water that mirrored the sky above with such clarity that it became impossible to tell where the heavens ended and the sea began. Here, they were each confronted with visions of their deepest fears and greatest desires. Illusions spun from the waters that tested the strength of their will and the depth of their convictions. For Solon, the sea conjured images of a realm consumed by eternal daylight, a kingdom where the warmth of the sun turned to scorching heat, wilting the life it was meant to nurture. It was a vision of his fear of failure, of his light becoming a force of destruction rather than a beacon of hope. Luna's reflection showed a world engulfed in perpetual night, a realm where the beauty of the moonlight faded into an unending darkness that stifled growth and joy. It was her nightmare, the manifestation of her doubt that her quest for peace might lead to the suffocation of the light. Together, they faced these visions, finding solace and strength in each other's presence. Solon's unwavering optimism shone through the despair, reminding Luna of the hope that existed, even in the darkest of times. Luna's calm resolve, in turn, anchored Solon, guiding him through the tempest of his fears with the serene light of the moon. It was through these trials of heart and mind that their bond solidified, a connection forged in the fires of shared adversity. They emerged from the sea of reflections, not as two separate beings, but as two halves of a whole, united in their purpose and in their determination to overcome whatever challenges lay ahead. The trials continued, each one a reflection of the obstacles they had overcome and those that still lay before them. They faced tests of loyalty and trust, not just in each other, but in their companions and in the cause that had brought them together. Each trial served to strengthen their resolve, to deepen the bonds of friendship and unity that bound the alliance. As the eclipse reached its zenith, casting a shadow that threatened to envelop the realms in darkness, Solon and Luna stood together, their hearts and minds as one. They had faced the trials set before them, overcoming their fears and doubts, and in doing so, had discovered the true strength of their bond. The journey through the eclipse was far from over, but Solon and Luna knew that together they could face any challenge, withstand any darkness. Their unity, born of the trials of the heart and mind, was a beacon that would guide them through the remainder of their quest, a light that no shadow could extinguish. Beyond the sea of reflections and the trials that tested their hearts and minds, Solan, Luna, and their steadfast companions arrived at a place where the fabric of reality seemed thin, a nexus where the realms of day and night converged. It was here, at the heart of the Eclipse's shadow, that the realm gate stood, a portal bound by ancient magic, serving as the threshold to the final stages of their quest. Guarding the gate were the celestial guardians, beings of myth and legend, born from the first light of the sun and the first shadow of the moon. These guardians were neither wholly of the day nor entirely of the night, but existed in the balance between, embodying the essence of the eclipse they were sworn to protect. As the alliance approached, the air around them filled with a palpable sense of anticipation, the kind that precedes the turning of a page in a story long untold. The guardians, towering figures clad in armor that shimmered with the light of stars and the depth of voids, stepped forward, their eyes piercing through the veils of mortality to the souls beneath. To pass beyond this gate, intoned the first guardian, its voice a harmony of day's warmth and night's coolness. You must prove your worthiness. The astral keys you seek are not merely tokens, but symbols of the balance you strive to uphold. To wield them, you must embody the unity they represent. The trial set by the guardians was not one of combat, for brute force could never hope to sway those born of celestial light and shadow. Instead, it was a challenge that required Solan and Luna, along with their companions, to demonstrate their understanding of the balance between day and night, light and darkness. The first trial was one of wisdom. The guardians posed a question that delved into the nature of balance itself. How can two forces, seemingly opposed, exist in harmony without one consuming the other? The answer, delivered by Luna with Solan's support, spoke of the natural cycle of day and night, each giving way to the other, their coexistence essential for the cycle of life. The second trial tested their courage. A tempest of light and shadow enveloped them, a storm that could easily consume those who feared the power of the other side. Together, Solan and Luna navigated the storm, their trust in each other, and in the balance they represented, guiding them through. The final trial was one of unity. The guardians asked them to perform the eclipse ritual, a symbolic act that required the merging of light and shadow. Solan and Luna stepped forward, their hands clasped, as they recited the ancient words passed down through generations. As they spoke, the energy of day and night flowed through them, intertwining and coalescing into a single, brilliant aura that illuminated the gate. The guardians, witnessing the sincerity of their unity, the strength of their resolve, nodded in approval. "You have proven your worth," they declared, stepping aside to reveal the path that lay beyond the realm gate. "The astral keys are yours to wield, but remember, the balance you seek to preserve is a delicate one. It requires vigilance, wisdom, and above all, unity." With the Guardian's blessing, Solan, Luna, and their companions passed through the realm gate, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge that they had faced the guardians of the eclipse and emerged triumphant. But more than that, they carried with them a deeper understanding of the balance they sought to uphold. A balance not just between their realms, but within themselves. With the realm gate behind them and the celestial guardian's blessings still resonating in their hearts, Solan, Luna, and their companions faced the task that lay at the core of their quest: the assembly of the celestial bridge. This bridge was no mere structure, but a mystical path forged from the essence of day and night, a conduit through which they could reach the heart of the eclipse and confront the challenge that awaited them there. The construction of the celestial bridge required more than physical effort. It demanded a deep connection to the astral energies they had been learning to balance throughout their journey. The astral keys they had gathered were not just tools, but symbols of the unity between the realms of day and night. Each key embodying the essence of the celestial forces they sought to harmonize. As they approached the edge of the abyss that separated them from the core of the eclipse, they found pedestals arranged in a circle, each inscribed with ancient runes that pulsed with a faint light. It was here that the keys were to be placed, their energies combined to create the bridge. Solan and Luna stepped forward, each holding an astral key. With a sense of solemnity, they inserted the keys into the first two pedestals. The moment the keys touched the stone, the air around them shimmered, and beams of light and shadow sprang forth, intertwining and weaving together to form the beginnings of the bridge. Calum, Aegis, and Selene, each in turn, approached the remaining pedestals, placing their keys with care. As each key found its place, the bridge grew, its path solidifying under the celestial light that bathed the abyss. The energy that flowed through the bridge was a harmonious blend of day and night, a manifestation of the balance they had fought so hard to understand and protect. The construction of the celestial bridge was a moment of unity for the Alliance, a time when their individual strengths and the lessons they had learned came together in service of a cause greater than themselves. As the final key was set in place, the bridge completed its span across the abyss, its surface glowing with an ethereal light that invited them to step forward. With the bridge assembled, they took their first steps onto the path that would lead them to the heart of the eclipse. The sensation of walking on the celestial bridge was unlike any they had experienced before. A feeling of being suspended between worlds, of moving through a space where time and distance held little meaning. As they walked, the core of the eclipse came into view, a swirling vortex of celestial energy that pulsed with the potential to either merge their worlds into chaos or to bind them in a new harmony. The sight of it was awe-inspiring, a reminder of the power they sought to wield and the delicate balance they aimed to restore. With each step, they took on the celestial bridge, Solon, Luna, and their companions drew closer not only to the climax of their quest, but to the realization of the unity they represented. They were a symbol of hope, a demonstration that even forces as vast and opposing as day and night could come together for a common purpose. The bridge beneath their feet was more than a path. It was a testament to their journey, to the trials they had faced, and the bonds they had formed. As they neared the end of the bridge, they prepared themselves for the final challenge that awaited them, the task for which they had been chosen: the harmonization of the celestial forces to prevent the collision of their worlds. As the celestial bridge concluded its span, delivering Solon, Luna, and their valiant companions to the eclipse's core, they found themselves standing before a marvel of the cosmos, an immense cosmic balance. This ancient device, suspended in the void, was a physical manifestation of the equilibrium between day and night, light and darkness, a reflection of the unity they had sought to embody throughout their journey. The balance was not static, but in constant motion, its scales tipping gently back and forth, a representation of the natural flux between the forces it measured. At the heart of the balance, a radiant orb pulsed with light, while its counterpart, a sphere of shadow, throbbed in a perfect rhythm of darkness. Between them lay the final riddle, the key to harnessing the power of the eclipse and preventing the catastrophic collision of their worlds. As they approached, a voice, ancient and resonant, filled the space around them. It was the voice of the eclipse itself, speaking through the balance. Seekers of harmony, you have traversed the path of light and shadow, faced the trials of heart and mind, and proven your worth to the guardians. But one challenge remains: to avert the destiny that looms over your realms you must solve the riddle of cosmic balance. The scales of the balance began to glow, and words formed in the air before them, woven from the light of stars and the darkness of the void. In the dance of day and night, where shadows stretch and sunbeams bright, lies the secret to our plight. Two realms apart, yet bound by sight, what unites them in their flight? Solon and Luna exchanged a glance, understanding that the answer to this riddle lay at the very heart of their quest. It was not merely a question of balancing the opposing forces, but of finding the element that bound them together, that allowed them to coexist in harmony rather than in conflict. After a moment of reflection, Luna stepped forward, her voice clear and steady. "The answer is twilight," she said. "The time between day and night, where light and darkness meet and merge. It is the embodiment of balance, a state of transition and unity where both realms exist in harmony, each giving way to the other in a perpetual cycle." The cosmic balance responded to her words, the scales coming to a gentle rest in perfect equilibrium. The orb of light and the sphere of shadow pulsed as one, and a beam of blended luminescence shot forth, illuminating the path back to their realms. The voice of the Eclipse spoke once more, imbued with a warmth that echoed the newfound harmony. "You have found the answer, seekers. Twilight, the union of day and night, is the key to your salvation. In recognizing and embracing the balance between your realms, you have averted the chaos that threatened to consume them. Go forth with the knowledge that unity, not division, holds the power to shape the destiny of worlds." With those final words, the cosmic balance began to dissolve, its energy dispersing into the ether, leaving behind a sense of peace and the certainty that their quest had been successful. Solon and Luna, together with their companions, turned to face the path that would lead them back to their realms, their hearts filled with the joy of their triumph and the solemn responsibility of the wisdom they had gained. Their journey through the eclipse had been a testament to the power of unity, a reminder that even the most opposing forces could find harmony in balance. As they stepped onto the celestial bridge to return home, they knew that the challenge they had faced was but the beginning of a greater task, the task of building a future where the realms of day and night could coexist in the perpetual twilight of understanding and mutual respect. Having solved the riddle of the cosmic balance and secured the future of their realms, Solon, Luna, and their companions embark on the journey home, their hearts buoyed by the success of their quest and the knowledge that they have forever altered the course of their world's destinies. Their adventure through the eclipse will be remembered as a beacon of hope, a tale of unity overcoming division, and a celebration of the balance that exists within us all. Chapter 3: The Harmonic Convergence. As Solon, Luna, and their companions returned from the heart of the eclipse, the realms of day and night awaited their arrival with bated breath. The celestial dance above had reached its climax, painting the sky with hues of gold and silver, a testament to the impending harmonic convergence. At the center of this anticipation was the puzzle box, an enigma that had set them on their journey, now lying before them, its final segment yet unclaimed. The trials they had faced, the keys they had gathered, and the riddle of the cosmic balance they had solved, all led to this moment where the unity of sun and moon would reveal the last piece of the puzzle. Solon and Luna, standing side by side, approached the box with a sense of solemnity. They understood that the task ahead was more than a mere physical action. It was a symbol of their realm's potential for harmony, a demonstration that the forces of day and night could coalesce into a singular, powerful essence. As they placed their hands on the box, the air around them shimmered with a radiant light, the energy of the sun mingling with the serene glow of the moon. The division between day and night blurred, their combined powers enveloping the box in a dazzling aura. The final segment, previously hidden from view, emerged from the heart of the puzzle, glowing with an ethereal light that reflected the unity they had achieved. The box opened, revealing its final secret, a crystal that pulsed with the essence of both the sun and the moon. This crystal was the embodiment of their journey, a physical manifestation of the balance they had sought to protect. It was the key to averting the collision of their worlds, a beacon of hope that promised a future where day and night existed not as adversaries, but as partners in a dance of eternal harmony. With the crystal in hand, Solon and Luna turned to face their realms. The eclipse above served as a backdrop to this historic moment, a celestial witness to the unity they had forged. They raised the crystal towards the sky, and as they did, a beam of light erupted from its core, piercing the heavens and enveloping the realms in a warm, luminous embrace. The effect was immediate and profound. The anomalies that had begun to plague their lands, the strange creatures born of shadow, the plants that withered under an unrelenting sun, all were soothed by the crystal's light. The energy that flowed from it acted as a balm, healing the rifts that had begun to form between their worlds. As the light faded, Solon and Luna found themselves not in separate realms, but in a new world. One where the warmth of the sun and the coolness of the moon existed in perfect balance. This was the dawn of a new era, a time when the divisions of old were remembered not as a source of conflict, but as a reminder of the strength found in unity. The realms of day and night, now merged into a realm of twilight, stood as a testament to their journey. Solon and Luna, once heirs to thrones of opposing forces, were now leaders of a united people, guardians of a world where the cycle of day and night brought not change, but continuity, a symbol of the enduring harmony between the sun and moon. As they embark on the path of governance and stewardship of this new realm, Solon and Luna, along with their companions, face the challenges of building a society that reflects the balance they have achieved. Their journey through the eclipse has taught them the value of unity, the strength of diversity, and the power of understanding, a legacy they are determined to pass on to future generations. As the newly united realm of twilight basked in the afterglow of the harmonic convergence, Solon, Luna, and their companions were not yet at liberty to rest on their laurels. The eclipse, now at its zenith, continued to exert a profound influence on the fabric of reality, propelling them into a race against time. The merging of the realms had begun, a phenomenon both wondrous and fraught with peril, as the laws that governed day and night struggled to find a new equilibrium. Chaos and anomalies became the heralds of this transition. In the forests, trees bore fruit that glowed with an inner light, while in the mountains, shadows whispered secrets of old, blurring the lines between myth and reality. These marvels, though mesmerizing, were but the surface of a deeper turmoil that threatened to unravel the very essence of their world. Solon and Luna, aware that the balance they had fought so hard to achieve was delicate, marshaled their forces to address the burgeoning chaos. The puzzle, though solved, had unlocked a process that required careful stewardship to ensure the emergence of a cohesive realm where both day and night could thrive. The first challenge lay in the sky itself, where the sun and moon, once sovereigns of their respective domains, now shared the heavens in a perpetual dance. This celestial ballet, while beautiful, caused erratic weather patterns and unseasonal phenomena, disrupting the natural order and bewildering the inhabitants of the realm. Drawing upon the knowledge gained during their quest, Solon and Luna devised a plan to stabilize the skies. Using the crystal from the puzzle box as a conduit, they channeled the combined energies of the sun and moon, weaving a spell of balance that soothed the tempestuous atmosphere. It was a testament to their unity, a demonstration of their ability to harness the powers that once set them apart for the greater good. Yet, the battle against time was not won solely in the heavens. On the ground, the merging of the realms brought together creatures and flora from the domains of day and night, creating a biodiversity unseen before. This new richness of life, though a marvel, presented its own set of challenges as species competed for space and resources in a world that was still defining its ecological boundaries. To address this, the Alliance called upon the wisdom of Selene, the scholar, and the ingenuity of Calum, the mage of the winds. Together, they crafted sanctuaries where the unique flora and fauna of the twilight realm could flourish, places where the delicate balance between day and night was maintained, ensuring the survival of species that might otherwise have been lost in the tumult of transition. As they worked tirelessly to soothe the growing pains of their merging realms, Solon and Luna realized that the battle against time was also a battle for understanding and acceptance. They embarked on a journey across the realm, speaking to their people, sharing the vision of the future they hoped to build. A future where the dichotomy of day and night was replaced by the unity of twilight, where diversity was not a cause for division, but a source of strength. Their message was met with a mixture of awe and skepticism. But as the anomalies began to subside, and the realm settled into its new rhythm, the people of Twilight saw the promise of their leader's vision. Communities that had once identified strictly as beings of day or night started to find common ground, celebrating the unique beauty of their combined heritage. As the eclipse waned and the realm of twilight found its footing, Solon and Luna, alongside their companions, faced the monumental task of rebuilding. They stood at the dawn of a new era, one that promised endless possibilities if they could navigate the complexities of their unified world with wisdom and compassion. In the heart of the realm of twilight, beneath the zenith of the eclipse, a gathering of unprecedented scale took place. Beings of day and night, once divided by the heavens themselves, stood side by side, united in anticipation of a ceremony that promised to seal the harmony between their worlds. Solon and Luna, at the center of this confluence, prepared to perform the eclipse ceremony, a rite that would harness the eclipse's immense energy to forge a lasting unity between the realms of day and night. The puzzle box, now fully solved and gleaming with the light of unity, lay before them on an ancient altar. This artifact, which had guided them through their journey, was the key to channeling the eclipse's power. Its surfaces, etched with symbols of day and night, sun and moon, light and shadow, pulsed in resonance with the celestial dance unfolding above. As the ceremony commenced, Solon and Luna joined hands, their connection bridging the divide between their inherent powers. Solon, embodying the radiant energy of the sun, and Luna, channeling the serene luminescence of the moon, began to recite the incantations that had been passed down through generations. Words imbued with the wisdom of their ancestors and the hope of their people. The air around them shimmered with potential, charged with the raw energy of the eclipse. As they spoke, the puzzle box responded, its light intensifying, casting beams that touched every soul present, weaving them together in a tapestry of shared destiny. The box, acting as a conduit between the realms and the celestial forces overhead, began to draw down the energy of the eclipse, channeling it into the heart of the realm. The power of the eclipse, so vast and wild, was tamed by the unity that Solon and Luna represented, directed by their will and the desires of their people for a world where the dichotomies of their existence could be transcended. The energy suffused the land, the air, and the very essence of every being present, seeking out the dissonances caused by the merging of the realms and harmonizing them, integrating the best aspects of both worlds into a cohesive whole. As the ceremony reached its climax, the puzzle box opened, releasing a cascade of light that painted the sky in hues of gold and silver, a visual symphony that mirrored the newfound harmony of the realm. This spectacle was a sign, a beacon of the successful merging, not just of day and night, but of all the contrasts that had once defined them as separate. In the aftermath of the ceremony, as the light from the puzzle box faded and the eclipse gave way to the first unified dawn, Solon and Luna stood before their people, not as leaders of separate realms, but as the guardians of a new world. The eclipse ceremony had not only averted the collision of their worlds, but it also birthed a realm where the strengths of both were combined, where the potential for growth and understanding was boundless. The realm of twilight, thus christened, emerged from the ceremony reborn, its landscapes and inhabitants infused with the combined essence of day and night. This new world was a testament to the vision of Solon and Luna, a place where every dawn was a reminder of the unity they had forged, and every dusk a celebration of the balance they had achieved. In the days that followed, the realm of twilight began to thrive, its people embarking on the journey of building a society that that reflected the harmony established by the eclipse ceremony. As they navigated the challenges and opportunities of their newly unified existence, Solon and Luna remained at the forefront, guiding their world with wisdom and compassion, their legacy a beacon for the future. In the aftermath of the eclipse ceremony, the realm of twilight stood as a beacon of newfound harmony, a testament to the prophecy fulfilled in an unexpected way. Solon and Luna, through their unity and the ancient magic of the puzzle box, had woven together the essence of their once separate worlds, creating a realm where light and darkness did not contend for dominance, but danced in perpetual balance. This fusion of worlds was not merely a merging of landscapes and skies, but a profound integration of the cultures, peoples, and spirits of the realms of day and night. The inhabitants of this new world found themselves awakening to a reality where the stark contrasts that had once defined their existence were replaced by a rich tapestry of twilight hues, a visual symphony that painted every moment with the colors of dawn and dusk intertwined. The landscapes of the realm reflected this harmonious blend. Forests that had basked in eternal daylight now whispered with the secrets of the shadows, their canopies alight with the glow of bioluminescent flora. Mountains that had stood as silhouettes against the night sky now shimmered with the warmth of the sun, their peaks crowned with snow that reflected the myriad colors of the twilight. Rivers that had once carved their paths under the gaze of the sun now flowed under a sky where stars and sunlight coexisted, their waters a mirror to the unity above. The creatures of the realm, too, adapted to this new world, their forms and behaviors evolving to thrive in the blended light that now bathed their homes. But the fusion of worlds was not confined to the physical realm alone. The cultures of the day and night realms, rich and diverse in their own rights, began a process of integration and exchange that enriched them both. Festivals that had celebrated the rise of the sun or the phases of the moon now marked the moments of perfect balance between light and darkness, drawing people together in celebrations that honored their shared heritage. The arts flourished in this new realm, inspired by the merging of contrasts. Music that wove together the melodies of daylight with the harmonies of nightfall filled the air, a symbol of the unity that had been achieved. Architecture, too, reflected the fusion of worlds, with structures that harnessed the light of both sun and moon, creating spaces that were a testament to the creativity and adaptability of the realm's inhabitants. Yet, the fusion of worlds was not without its challenges. The integration of day and night, light and darkness, required adjustments, compromises, and above all, understanding. Solon and Luna, as the leaders of this new realm, stood at the forefront of these efforts, guiding their people through the transitions with wisdom and empathy. They knew that the true strength of their world lay not in the absence of differences, but in the ability to embrace and celebrate them. As the realm of twilight settled into its new rhythm, the prophecy that had once foretold a catastrophic collision was remembered as a harbinger of unity. The fusion of worlds had brought about a reality that was more beautiful and complex than any had dared to imagine. A realm where the dichotomy of day and night gave way to a future of endless possibilities. In the days that followed, the realm of twilight stood as a living testament to the power of unity and the strength found in diversity. Solon and Luna, hailed as the architects of this new era, dedicated themselves to nurturing the fragile harmony they had created, ensuring that the legacy of the eclipse ceremony would endure for generations to come. As we close the chapter on their journey, we look to the horizon of the realm of twilight, where every sunrise and sunset serves as a reminder of the balance that can be achieved when opposites unite, where every shadow and beam of light is a testament to the enduring promise of harmony. In the realm of twilight, a world reborn from the harmonious union of day and night, the dawn of a new era was greeted with celebrations that spanned from the highest mountain peaks, bathed in the first light of the sun, to the deepest valleys where the moon's glow still lingered. This was a time of peace and unity, a moment long dreamed of, but only now realized under the guidance of Solon and Luna, the sovereigns who had steered their world through the shadows and into the light. The dawn of this new era was marked not by the tolling of bells or the clamor of festivities alone, but by a profound sense of renewal that touched every heart and soul. The inhabitants of the realm, from the creatures of the air to the spirits of the land, sensed the change, a shift in the very essence of their being, towards a future where the warmth of the sun and the serenity of the moon were no longer disparate forces, but complementary sources of life and growth. Solon and Luna, standing together at the pinnacle of the citadel of twilight, looked out over their realm with eyes alight with hope. They had faced the trials of the eclipse, solved the riddle of cosmic balance, and forged a unity that was now reflected in the world before them. A world where the distinctions of day and night melded into a continuous cycle of light and shadow, each enhancing the beauty of the other. Their leadership in this new era was defined by a wisdom that sought not to govern from on high, but to guide and nurture, to be stewards of the harmony they had helped achieve. They understood that the peace and unity of their realm were not to be taken for granted, but were treasures to be safeguarded, cultivated with every dawn, and honored with every dusk. The celebrations that marked the dawn of the new era were a tapestry of traditions from both the day and night realms, now woven together in a display of unity that was both symbolic and heartfelt. Music that blended the melodies of sunlight with the harmonies of moonlight filled the air, echoing off the walls of the citadel and spreading throughout the land. Dancers moved in patterns that mimicked the celestial dance of sun and moon, their movements a visual ode to the balance that had been achieved. As the day progressed, Solon and Luna addressed their people, not with grand proclamations or declarations of power, but with words of gratitude and visions of hope. They spoke of the challenges they had overcome, the lessons they had learned, and the future they envisioned. A future where the unity of their realm would be a beacon for worlds beyond their own, a testament to the possibility of harmony in the face of division. The dawn of the new era was also a time for looking forward, for laying the foundations of a society that would embody the principles of balance, unity, and diversity. Plans were set in motion for the creation of councils that would represent the varied interests and perspectives of the realm, for the establishment of academies where the combined knowledge of day and night could be shared and expanded, and for the forging of alliances with realms beyond their own, spreading the message of unity and peace. As the celebrations came to a close and the first day of the new era gave way to the twilight that now symbolized their realm, Solon and Luna stood hand in hand, their hearts full. They had embarked on a journey that had changed not only their destinies, but the fate of their world. Now, as leaders of the realm of twilight, they faced the future with a resolve to nurture the fragile peace they had achieved, to champion the unity that was their legacy, and to illuminate a path towards a brighter future for all under their care. In this new era of peace and unity, the realm of twilight stood as a beacon of hope, a living testament to the power of love, the strength of diversity, and the boundless possibilities that lay ahead when day and night, light and darkness, sun and moon stand together, not as rivals, but as partners in the dance of life. With the dawn of the new era, the tale of Solon and Luna and their quest through the eclipse comes to a close. Their journey from leaders of separate realms to guardians of a world united stands as a timeless reminder of the power of unity and the enduring promise of a brighter future forged together.